Good morning, guys. Man, that strong close yesterday. Like, I covered a ton of SOS at the close because it held up so well. I covered this FNGU. And look at it, now it's gapping down a lot. It's so annoying, man. If trading was easy, it would be much easier to make money. Yeah, write that up. You can quote me on that. If trading was easy, it would be easier to make money. You can quote me on that. No, if trading was easy, it would be easier to make money. It's true. And these, like, I was prepared for a potential $10 million trade on this Riot. And now with this gap down, well, you know, it's gonna be a difficult trade because it can rally. You know, it could rally to 85, or it could fade down to 50. It's the same thing what happened with Tilray, gap down, and even if after it gapped down, it still made a big move lower. So, gotta be prepared for anything. Like, I fumbled this Tilray completely. Like, I nailed it on this day here, on the top day, and the second day when it gapped down, I didn't even trade it. It's just complete loser. I'm such a loser. Everyone knows when there's free money, you gotta pick it up. Apparently, I didn't get the memo. Plug. Yeah, I've only covered a small part of my short. It loses the 50-day, you know, next up is gonna be the 100-day. Like, the base where it broke out last time is here, mid-30s. That's my target. Mid-30s is my target on plug. And Tesla, you know, this one too loses the 50-day. We're gonna talk about the 100 days here. The last base it had, this little flag here, where I went long last time. Or well, I was long here too, but before that, it's in like mid 600s. So that's my first target for this thing. If we are gonna start seeing a real pullback. We'll see. Like, let's see. Okay, that's good. I'm thinking a lot of these these names that are up a couple of 1000% in the past few months. A lot of these will also have hard pullbacks. Some have already started. But yeah, I'm gonna watch some of these. Right now, there's not that much on the watch, but I'm so pissed. I also covered like a third of my ARKK yesterday in after hours actually, because it grinded to where my stop was in after hours. So I covered a third of it, and I covered some before the close, and now we have this big gap down. Well, it's not that big, but you know, we'll see. DDD looks like a potential. Yeah, maybe it's already down like 5 days in a row or something. I wouldn't really. Yeah, a lot of these things are gonna go down as fast as they went up. So eventually, is it gonna be this time? I don't know. No idea. Twitter, a potential short setup. Not really. Not really. I don't know. I mean, if the market pulls in, you know, all of these things are gonna go down. But you know, in that case, I'd almost rather do some, you know, triple ETF or something. I don't know. Is Twitter that good of a short setup? Nah, not really. Ricef, Rolls-Royce. Wow, it looks like a total piece of turd. Is Rolls-Royce gonna go bankrupt? Wow, really? Is Rolls-Royce going bankrupt? This is a disaster. Holy fuck. That would be a shame. That's a really old brand. I know they make these luxury cars, and they also make these airplane engines. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy an airplane engine. Hey guys, should I buy a Rolls-Royce Phantom or a airplane engine? Oh, both? Oh, BMW. Oh, so it's not the same company? It's just the same name. Okay. I'm gonna buy an airplane turbine. I'm gonna make minced meat with it. I'm gonna turn it on. There's gonna be a power outage in my neighborhood. I'm gonna throw some parts of meat in it, and the other side I will get minced meat. You can't even buy the engine, you can only lease? Well, then I lease it. Man, if we had gotten a gap up... Oh, Plug, I should actually cover a little bit. It's now approaching home run trade status. Actually, not really, but it's a nice little trade, but not what it kind of could have been. If I'd done more size, I wasn't really... Yeah, I kind of fumbled the size a little bit. I should have probably done 50% more size. That's fine. All right. Again, my focus is gonna be on Riot mostly. I'm gonna watch and maybe Mara too. We'll see. But I'm gonna also watch this NNDM. Like, this thing could go back to mid-single digit in a flash once once the reality of this stock, the fundamentals of this stock hits, like this thing is so bloated. Can you actually see it? Shares outstanding. No. Well, I mean, this gives you a picture. So just in a few years, shares outstanding have gone from 1 million to 30 million. Oh shit, market opens. Good luck, everyone. And fuck off, David. Not David E. Swift, the other David. Not you, David E. Swift. The loser, David. Not you, David and Low? Okay. Looks like it start a riot from pre-market. Man, fuel cell. Oh, missed that one too. Looks like my LAC is starting to break down. Lots of green gap downs. I don't know what that means. AGM, maybe. Everyone is buying Palantir today. Who is buying Palantir? It's down 5% on the day. Oh, the lockup doesn't really mean. No, 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 no. I'm covering wrong stock. Man, these gap downs suck. It's the worst thing ever for these types of momentum stocks if you want to short them. Fucking idiots. Ugh. Yeah, fuck them. It's their fault. Yeah, Palantir is a good bounce play. Or is it? It's down what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely, sure. It's extended enough. Not something I would have had on my radar, but you know, good risk reward. Opening range highs, and either it works or it doesn't. You know. Jagex. Yeah, looks like a good setup. It does. Yeah, it looks like a really good setup. Oh, electric forklifts are up 241% today. Good for them. I remember when Plug was a forklift stock, but then it was like fuel cell powered forklifts. Guys, when forklifts get hot, they get really hot. Guys, so I've run out of Nocco. I have no Nocco at home. I haven't had a Nocco today, so if I'm a little bit grumpy, you know why. So you're basing your Palantir thesis on something DraftKings did a few months ago? A completely unrelated stock in a completely unrelated sector? Okay, fair enough. Not saying it's not gonna work, but I'm not sure the thesis is really that strong. Why is everyone hating on David? No one is hating on David. We love David. Why did my stream just disappear? Need to reload. Palantir? Palantir? Yeah, there's big volume. It's approaching the average daily volume now. Yeah, a lot of volume. Good for those who were on it. This has to be one of the slowest days this year. This has to be the slowest day this year. Really. Unbelievably slow. Which stocks have been fading on very low volume? I have started to notice that a lot of these extended stocks have been fading, yeah. But low volume? I don't know about that. Maybe some of them. Something like Fuel Cell has definitely faded on low volume. BLDP not so much. Plug, maybe, not sure. Tesla low volume. Tesla hasn't really faded that much, but it's been holding its average daily volume, nothing special. Don't know. Man, maybe Hearts of Iron early today. Okay, huh. You need my in your speakers? You can just put on some YouTube. There's hundreds of hours of me talking. If you're into that kind of stuff. LAC. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to the close, but I could use the 50 day. Nah, I'm not gonna use the 50 day. Nah, fuck it. Yeah, ETHC had a nice. Yeah, it's actually having a nice breakout. I'm already in probably more shares than I should be in, but it's finally starting to go. What's GBCD? Yeah, this one is grinding higher too. Very nice. Very, very nice. I just still don't see a lot of long setups. Like, there's nothing out there. There's a few things here and there, but yeah, it's just we're in a limbo right now. Market is getting tired and more tired. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something. So as you see, as the market has kept rallying, the amount of stocks participating has decreased. That's usually what happens every single time. You go back, 20 years, look at this type of data. It happens, At the start of every rally, there's a broad participation, and as the rally, keeps going, fewer and fewer stocks participate. And this is also what's happening now. The pie, it just gets tired, right? Things get tired. It's what we're seeing now is exactly that. Yeah, if you keep mindlessly buying breakouts, you're gonna get your ass handed to you. Okay, gotta be really, really selective. I see a lot of people getting into this. They found the breakout setup and think they're gonna be millionaires in a short amount of time. Look, breakouts work really well when they work, but there's a long time periods when breakouts don't work, and you shouldn't even think about the word breakout. That chart, it was on Twitter. Next big trade. And I'm net short since yesterday. That's all you need to know what I think about this market. There's no long setups. Like there are none. Maybe some micro caps here and there, but other than that, it's just very slim pickings. That's usually not a good sign. Yeah. My short setups, or no, shorting is not the exact opposite of longing. Some of the patterns can be, but no, not really. Not exactly the opposite. Why is there no Wi-Fi at my home? I can't turn my lights on. I have to sit in the dark. I'm using Philips Hue. No, I'm using Philips Hue and there's no Wi-Fi. I can't turn my lights on. Open a window. Well, there's winter outside, so no. What's wrong with my Wi-Fi? Oh, I have to put the password? Oh, come on. Exactly. Password is fuck David. Fuck off, David. Wait, 2019? No. 2018? Not 2018. I'm trying to find my Wi-Fi password. $2020? No, it has to be 2019. It should be here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see. It's Nocco123. How much money per kilowatt hour in Sweden? Yes. I have no idea. I don't care. I have no idea about that stuff, kind of stuff. And then the yeah, so the morning bounce is starting to fail in some names. I'm watching these Riot and Mara. I've been slowly adding. UAVS. For what? A short? What was the question? Maybe, I don't know. This yeah, if it fails to 20 day, it could very easily go straight down to 50. I mean, UAVs is a pump and dump. Like these hit pieces, it's already known. It's a pump and dump. We already knew that a year ago. It's a useless. They don't have. There's nothing there. But you gotta follow the price action. It's a power bar. I've started going on my nightly walks again. I'm not as addicted to Hearts of Iron 4 anymore. Yeah, QS. I wish I was still long from 51. But I'm not, since it shook me out. This Riot could go to $50 today, by the way. Maybe I'll add to ARKK. They chose Mara over Riot, but Riot is better range. Riot, it has 36% downside to the 10-day. Mara only has 18%. It really makes no sense to play Mara. Riot is so much better. I'm just doing them both because it's better with liquidity. Can as a parabolic short. I don't see a parabolic here. Or maybe, oh yeah, okay, now I see it. Yeah, can too. I mean, it's all the same thing. And this also has like 36% out of 10 days. So yeah, can, Riot. Those are the best ones. You were talking long? Oh. I did them both long. Hopefully this Riot can bounce a little bit. I need to about double my size on it. Yeah, it's all nice, guys. Don't look for breakouts now. You know, it's not, Snap is not that great of a setup, and there's no other setups. Like, this is not the time to look at breakouts. Be careful. You're gonna lose all your money if you try to buy breakouts in a market like this. Don't be another trading statistic. Yes, David. Fuck off? No, you fuck off, David. Have a great day, David. Fuck off and have a great day. Well, have a great day and fuck off, whichever order suits you. Oh, come on, Riot, bounce a little bit. I want to get more size. Actually, I have decent size, but man, if this thing had gapped up, I would have a $20-25 million position in this thing. But I'm not having it since it didn't give me a perfect entry. Well, Riot is a very liquid stock, so doing a $10-20 million positions in this thing is not a big deal. It was like yesterday, Riot was one of the most liquid stocks in the stock market. From getting to UVXY, no, it looks like shit. There's nothing going on here. I'd rather buy UVXY once it can go up 20% first. Looks like Wix is having some follow through from the earnings yesterday. What's the breaking out of this long 6-month flag, 8-month flag? Yeah, there's variations of the short setup. We can also trade breakdowns and range breaks to the downside. I do that sometimes too, like on Square yesterday when it broke the rising 20 EMA. Like these types of stocks, they trade very controlled. And here, when it broke the 10-day, I don't remember if I shorted it, had a nice move lower. It was a breakdown trade. TTD I shorted a couple of months ago when it broke. We lost this range here, went down 20%. Very liquid stock, you can do a lot of size. Very controlled moves. So I'm also looking at stuff like Roku that had big moves. Like these things, like, you know, when the market corrects, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna take everything down eventually. Not always. It depends on how big the correction is. But you know, some of these stocks, you know, that had these big moves up without any real corrections, you know, they can make big fades. Right now I don't see a setup here. It's still showing relative strength, but once it doesn't show relative strength anymore, it's gonna be interesting. This is a normal correction. It's not even a correction. We are back to where we were 4 days ago. We're literally off. Nasdaq is off what? 2.8% of the highs 2 days ago. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a correction yet. But this is very dangerous territory if you keep buying breakouts. This is not a time. The best time to buy breakouts is when market comes out of a long consolidation or of a decent correction. That's the time to buy breakouts, not up here. Like we've seen, like all the breakouts I bought last week, they failed. You know, that's you know, the market is trying to tell us something, at least tell me something. It's all about listening. With the context of there are no long setups, pretty much, almost none. But this riot, I'm telling you, holy shit. I hope it bounces a little bit, fails at VWAP and takes out the tight range later, mid-late day. I would like to double my position. Yeah, these ARK things, like I'm right now, yeah. These things tend to not end well. Every market cycle you get these fund managers that are treated like gurus or geniuses or oracles, and ARK is the one of this cycle, there's no doubt. Like I see, you know, Twitter, people follow daily what the ARK buys and sells. Like it's totally irrelevant. You know, if you want to make money. Like if you know, why didn't you follow what ARK did here, right? But now up here, now it's interesting to see what they do. It's like it's the same cycle over and over again. Don't be that guy. Be the guy who realizes these things go in cycles. It's the same patterns over again, just the players change, the game doesn't change. And you know, you will be able to afford anything. Your kids won't have to work. Your grandchildren won't have to work ever in their life. Be different. Listen to the market. Exactly. If I'm monster short, I would say I'm monster short Tesla. No, I'm short Tesla, but nah, nothing crazy. Maybe it's maybe a 13% of my portfolio. So yeah, I wish I had more, but I don't. Yeah, exactly. Groupies and yeah, it's the same thing. Wall Street Bet. It's pretty much, you know, it's a cult mentality. People want to belong. To different, you know, groups. You know, you see it all the time. It's so stupid. there's a lot of cults, mini cults. There's a lot of cult stock. Like one old timer, Mankind. This thing has been cult stock forever. Just a bunch of promises, and they never deliver anything. They only deliver delusion and losses. That's the only thing they ever deliver. But their fanatic fan base, there's a lot of cult stocks. Yeah, MNKD, their business model is, it's to sell paper. That's their business model. Their product, look, it had promise, but it's been a total commercial failure, and that's that. And people can't, like, people get so invested in one idea. Like, there's a doctor on Twitter, is a total Mankind fanatic, and it's just it's not, the people don't want to use their product. That's it. That's the reality. Go on with your life. People can't. They get so dug into these ideas, and it's just, most people are like that. I don't know if most are, but a lot of people are. You see it in every type of things. You can see it in politics. You see it in business, investing, trading. Like, just people they put their whole persona into something, and then they dig them deep into a hole, and they never see outside of that hole again. The Melvin Capital stream? What's the Melvin Capital stream? What's that? Are they streaming? It's right at 0 yet. Come on. Okay, LSC, fuck it, I'm getting out. There is no reason to hold it. Like, I think we're finally getting to early stages of correction here. Like, the market has been showing warning signs for a while. Like, the breadth has been deteriorating, and there's been no setups and all of those things. You gotta put them. You can't take one thing, but when you see many different things starting to line up, and it's been building for weeks now. I sized down on CCIV too. Maybe I'm gonna tighten up my stop too. Yeah, guys, don't short. You don't ever have to short. You can make you can average 100-200% per year just trading the long side. You never have to use margin. You never have to short. But what you have to do is to be patient, wait for your spots. We've had an insane bull market for 11 months now. The best bull market since 1999-2000. Okay. And those of you just got into the markets and trading now, tough luck. It's not gonna last forever. And even if the craziness lasts later this year, there can be some pretty bad pullbacks along the way. And that's a good thing, because when there is not much to do in the markets, you get more time to study. Study setups, study traders, study the markets. Use it to your advantage. Let the losers churn their accounts, let them blow up, while you sit on your hands and study and build the foundation of future success. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. That's what winners do. Be a winner, not a loser. Do things differently. Winners educate themselves. Zim, a 5-star para short. I wouldn't say 5-star, but well, you know, when it broke this range, the 10 EMA, that was kind of the entry. Now it's already way down. Roaring Kitty was sued by who? Well, only get, you know, your long trades, right? But you should, you know, you should have your own sell stops. Like I'm pretty much, I mean, I still have like, I'm still maybe 20-30% long. Maybe not 30, but maybe 20%, mostly in this GBTC and ETHE. But I don't like the look of this GBTC actually. I don't like this potential reversal candle. So I'm actually gonna size down on GBTC. So I have tiny position in XB. TDOC is an okay position, and if it loses the 20, I'll get out. CBAT is a tiny position. It's not even 1% of my accounts. And Beely, I'm still long. If it closes below the 10, I'll maybe size down a bit. And if it closes below the 20, I'll just get out of it completely. That's my long exposure. I'm probably maybe, yeah, 20% long and 100% short. So far, I'm up about 60% on the year, unfortunately. If my accounts were smaller, I would be up 100% plus. I'm looking at some of these names like TRXC, Sense. This one I even had on my watch list, but then I decided to dump it, just take it off because it was too thin. Like there's been some insane moves, so insane. Like some of these high tide flag breakouts. Holy shit! There's so much opportunity, just incredible. It's free money so far this year. But now I think the music is stopping here. There's a lot of excessive bullishness that needs to be flushed out, so we can get some good setups again, hopefully in next few weeks or the next few months or next few quarters, depending on how long this pullback lasts. So let me get this straight. So a guy on the internet with a red bandana was really bullish this stock called GameStop. So you bought the stock when it had gone up 10,000% in 4 months. You lost money on it, and now it's that guy's fault? Get out of here. Guys, do not mix trading with long-term investing. Like, I don't know what you have in your 401k, but you probably shouldn't be trading it. Just a pro tip. Do not mix trading and investing. It's two different things. And if you have less than a 10, 20-year time frame in your investing, you're probably nuts anyways. Do not mix them, okay? It's two very different things. Two very, very different things. I don't know, like I think 401k is mostly, long-term investing related. Do some long-term investing, right? And then you have another account for your trading. Don't mix these. Don't make that stupid mistake. And never ever mix it. You need to have two different mentalities approach them very differently. Yeah, a lot of traders become long-term holders once they don't obey their stops. Yeah, well, you're up 115% because it's been a super easy year. But are you gonna handle a drawdown? How are you gonna handle a multi-year bear market? That's the question. You know, losses compound. You can compound wins much faster in trading than in investment. You know, you can also compound losses. So, you know, if you have like, if you're trading like your retirement money and, you know, you're not completely, if you haven't like made many millions over many years, you know, it's not completely sure you're really a good trader. I'm not, you know, talking to anyone specific. I'm just saying in general. A lot of people think they're good traders over the past 11 months, but it's not you, it's the market. You know, so be really sure. Are you really a good trader, or are you just, you know, a bull market genius? Two different things. And you don't want to blow your retirement money because you couldn't figure out which of those two you are. Again, just general advice to people in here. Like I see too many people do too many reckless things with their money, and they learn the wrong lessons from it. That's the worst thing, or they don't learn anything at all. I'm gonna make you cry? Why? Yeah, you gotta know when you're set up. You know, a lot of people, like I see, you know, I have also friends that recently started trading, like breakouts and stuff like that. They got into trading, you know, because the market has been, you know, working for such a, you know, the market has been going up for such a long time, and you know, it's tough because the thing is, it's well, that's how it works. You know, people get into stuff when it works. You know, but ideally, you should have started. Uh, you know, earlier. Build a foundation. And again, this is not the time to look at the markets. You know, you should be studying setups right now. Forget about what the stocks are doing right now. There's nothing there right now. Unless you're short, there's nothing there out there. It's dead man's land. There's no edge on the long side. Unless you're like a day trader, and again, you need very specific setups. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've seen the warning signs when it comes to breakouts over the past couple of weeks. There's been a lot of failed breakouts and a lot of just very sluggish breakouts. Not the action we had in November and December and even early January. And there's been a select few stocks that made big moves. Like I bought the CCIV last week and, it went up 75% in a few days. And the CCIV, funny thing is, I actually had it on the first day here. If I remember correctly. No, I had it here, I think. And I also had it here. I had it like several times. Every time I sold it because I didn't trust it. It just keeps going higher. SPY 60-minute short. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the SPYs look fine, I guess. Qs are on the 20. Yeah, we'll see. Like it's not the end of the world. We'll see. I just don't like the fact there's so many extended stocks and there's just no setups, like literally no setups. Everything broke out in November, December, and then since then there's been some select things, obviously, especially in the pump land. But yeah. And this is the hardest thing to do. Sit and do nothing. That's why you need to get a hobby, okay? Get into sports, get into gaming, get another kid, get another dog, get 5 dogs. That's your edge in a market like this. Doing things outside of the market when the conditions are not favorable, that's an edge. You said you're gonna start World of Warcraft again? Good idea. I'm also gonna start World of Warcraft. When I get tired of Hearts of Iron 4. You're gonna learn how to talk to girls? Okay, that's a good idea. David wants to start play video games? No way. David? No way. Really? Reno, is it true? Any recommendations? I don't know what he likes. Does he like shooters or strategy or like... He should try a few things. Pac-Man, Pong. Like if he wants to play a shooter, maybe he should try like something like Counter-Strike or Call of Duty. He could try something like GTA 5. If he wants to try, something that requires a lot of upfront effort, just like trading, he could try Hearts of Iron 4. To invest money outside like retail rental properties? No. There is always opportunity in the markets, much bigger opportunity. If you know how to trade, the best opportunities will always be in the stock market. that's where you get the best returns. There's always opportunity. Even in bear markets, there's opportunities if you know how to trade and how to manage risk. Yeah, Europa Universalis. I've tried to play it, but man, that was also complex. The Paradox games are such a pain in the ass. They're so, oh man, they're so and I also have Crusader Kings 3 installed, but I don't even know if I want to get into it. It's just too much, man. I'm just you know, learning Hearts of Iron 4. Actually, I think I'm pretty decent at it. I've learned a lot of things. I'm so much better than I was just like a few weeks ago. You know, the things I struggled with a few weeks ago, now I think those things are easy. Because I know what to do. Japan still crushes me when I play as what? Do I only trade short during a bear market? No. Some of the best rallies is in a bear market. Imperator Rome, I'm thinking about there was just a new update to it, right? And they say it's a completely different game. I've been looking into it, but I only have so much time. I can only do one thing at a time. Yeah, I want to learn chess. I haven't played chess in 20 years. Mountain Blade, I've seen videos on YouTube. League of Legends, I tried it like 6 years ago. I never got into it. Okay guys, time to do something productive with my life. So I'm gonna play Hearts of Iron 4. Alright guys, thanks for joining and I'll see you tomorrow. Mind showing N and DM entry? Yeah, when it failed VWAP intraday after building a higher lower highs for like 20 minutes. That's my entry. High 13s. Alright guys, see you tomorrow. Good luck.